Hey, look, we're live. The man in the arena. How exciting is this?
It was, and your super cool intro.
Well,
Will we have that next week.
We're about to see it. We're
Really?
about to. Oh yeah. I wanted to give you a little preview, a little taste. But ordinarily we open up to Mike Rowe. That's going to be at the end of the show. The nice LifeVac song, which we've come to know and love. But we are the man in the arena, or we are the men in the arena. That's the name of the show. So we've been working diligently on providing a brand new opening. So Bobby, if you could run it now, I think the audience is ready.
It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marked by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who actually strives to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, great devotions, who spends his time in a worthy cause, and who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold, timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat.
Hey now. Wow. So what do you think?
I think it's amazing. You know, as I'm watching it, it's funny. You know, the life's such a blur, right? I got back from Deposit, New York last night, and it just the weeks connect. But watching that and seeing all the people and all the people that have fought with us and tried and persevere, and then also that the kids. Like that kid we saved and we rode in Vegas and we saw, and then that kid I'm holding is the one Darren surprised me with.
Right.
When he walked up, by the way, you saved that kid. So that's cool, man. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And you got a good amount of people in that are part of this, you know.
Yeah, and we can make
Steve
that.
And
Yeah,
Heidi and Donna and
it's going to be a work in progress. The team is well represented, but we've got to do a little bit better with the picture quality. But it's a work in progress.
I don't think we have to. We get Disappearing Gumby, man.
Disappearing Gumby is here again.
Quality is not the key here.
And we have a guest tonight. Maybe disappearing.
That may disappear. I know.
Yeah, more about that later.
We got to do that, you know. What's that? What I
Reveal?
say? No, I said it before. It was perfect. Coming up ahead or something.
Coming up just ahead.
Yeah.
Just ahead.
Yeah.
Just ahead.
That would be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Danielle's not too happy about it, but you're gonna see what kind of a nursing home warrior she is.
Well, when you're a nursing home warrior, when she fights the battles too. So I think disappearing head problem's not so bad.
Yeah.
We have Gumby too.
It's small
so
stuff.
We're good.
But first, every week we like to introduce or share a save of the week, a LifeVac save of the week. And this is a bit of a special one because it's one of our own. Donna Marie DeGregorio and family joining us tonight from, I believe it's Bayport.
Is she related to Cha-Cha?
I'm not sure. We should look in. First question for Donna Marie. Donna Marie, are you with us?
I'm here.
There she is. Tell us who's with you, Donna.
This is my son Dominic. This is my son Juliana.
Dominic.
Hey, what's up, Dom?
Adriana. That's okay.
All right.
It's live. It's all good.
Things happen.
So Donna Marie,
Guests turn into heads.
full disclosure, you're part of the LifeVac team. You've been with LifeVac for how long?
About 2 years.
2 years. And you just had this beautiful young child, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. You came in a couple of weeks ago for
Your
the first
buddy,
visit.
That's your buddy.
You handed me your beautiful child, and you
Went to
said,
work.
you won't believe what happened last night.
Yep.
Take it away.
Weeks back, I with my kids, actually my middle son and baby, my oldest.
All right, Dominic.
And my kid was next door play date, and my son and I were making little s'mores, Trader Joe's crackers that day, instead of like written. And my son, a bite have. I took a bite, and it got throat. I started turning red, watering, throw up, but get it out. And at the moment, I was kind of freaked out because I had a baby and it was my almost 10 along. So I threw the baby like this.
Just like that, reenactment.
Yeah.
That was
Have a
the,
baby.
That was the move. Here,
That's kind of what you do when you come in the office to work.
Yeah.
Dominic, how did you feel?
Scared.
A little
You were,
scared.
Yeah?
Scary.
Scared of the baby or mom choking?
But you were a true big brother and son, and you knew mom was in trouble, right?
Yeah.
So was that the first time? It wasn't the first time you held Adriana, right?
No.
May have been, but under these circumstances. So then, you thought of what?
Well, when I realized I was kind of in trouble, I kind of threw the baby at the life at my island, the kitchen. So I pulled it out and I sat, which is literally like up to 20 feet from the island. And I put it on my face, I said back. And in the moment, I know I went blank. Like I wanted to thought about football for like 10 seconds. And over fast enough. And then over my nose and I got it out and it sounded gross, but I kind of re-swallowed it.
It's okay. Those s'mores are good. I would throw it away.
No, it's a good s'more. What, when you told me a story, I really got the feeling, because once again, you said you're worried about, something happened in front of your kids. And that's that mom we had on.
Right.
Same thing, 3 kids. And she was more concerned about dying in front of her kids. Was that in your head?
At first, no, because I honestly am always so worried about them. I was like, there's no way this is going to happen to me. Like, there's no way this is actually stuck in my throat. But once I realized I couldn't get any air and my eyes were watering, my eyes were uncontrollably watering and I felt like I had to throw up, but I couldn't get it out. So in that moment, I kind of freaked out and was like, what if I literally drop dead and pass out and I have no air? Where's the baby gonna go? Because she would have fell on the floor. And then he was here by himself with the baby.
And you shared with us, you had that thought, I hope this works, right?
Yeah.
Because you deal with knockoffs and,
It wasn't a
most of your
knockoff,
days.
was it? You had the real one?
No, I had the real one. But
Ordered
you know
off
what
there.
it is? It's that it works, but I feel like when you're in the moment,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you don't think it's gonna happen to you. You're like, there's no way if I use this on myself, I'm actually gonna get it out. So when I put it on my face and I realized I didn't put it over my nose, duh, I only work.
Oh, there's the first
I should know how to use it, but when you're freaking out in the moment, all I could think about was get it out. I literally misplaced it twice before I put it over my nose.
Now, when you gave it, the third time, you gave it a good pop. Did it come into your mouth?
Yeah, and my whole face felt I felt like I knew I did it right because my cheeks and my mouth, I felt suction at the same time.
Right.
So it dislodged into my mouth, but then disgustingly I re-swallowed it because I was so concerned.
There's
My
no
son
Oh,
had-
There's no shame in that. If it had been a vegetable or I
Yeah.
can't, but
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts, spit that
s'mores.
stuff out.
Someone got a
S'mores,
thumbs up.
eat.
Did you see the thumbs up?
We got a thumbs up?
Yeah, I don't know. A thumbs up came on your screen. Now, just a quick question. The kids seem unaffected. Were they relieved?
Well, she didn't know. Juliana
He
didn't
was
know.
next door at the play date.
And my older son didn't know either because he was at lacrosse practice. So the only one that was kind of nervous, and Dominic was him. And he just kept saying, did you really have to use the LifeVac? Did you really have to use the LifeVac? Because I think
Did he say you better call Donna?
yeah. And I was like,
You got to report it. Right?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I was like, we're never talking about this ever.
And yet here you are tonight.
Well, she,
Yeah.
she knows she's part of us. And I said, well, it's the truth. You can tell the story. I mean, that's how we get other people saved.
Sharing.
And I think it's important for, a mom that's home alone with kids that this story is told. Because what is she going to do?
Right. And people do ask that a lot, if it's not in the presentation.
Now, did you
Can I
put
use it
the
myself?
mask in or was it in?
The pediatric mask was in because I always think about them. So I
Right.
had 2 weeks before that, I almost had to use the LifeVac on her because she was choking on a fruit roll up. But luckily she dislodged it. So I had put the peed mask in to go use it on her, and luckily it came out before I had to use it, but it was attached to the peds mask first.
So did you take it out and put in the adult mask?
Yep.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Well, I don't think my face would have held the pediatric.
No, well, you could put it under your nose.
Wow.
When you got it up, what was your first thought?
Holy shit, I can't believe I.
That's all right. Bobby, are we okay with holy shit? We're okay?
I can't believe I just said that on live
Gotta be
television.
holy shit, not just the regular.
No, that's religious.
Wait, give me.
No, but I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just used that on myself and it actually worked.
Yeah. Did Thomas?
Because I always joke about it because I like working there. I'm always like, oh yeah, like it's not gonna happen to me. Or guys, you want me to be the one to choke on a hot dog? Like laughing about it, and then it actually happened, and I was like, oh my God, I think I actually just became like a real life save.
Well, that's awesome. And I appreciate both the fact that you did want to tell your story and why, and that you did, because it is important. And your natural ability, your sincerity is important because that's what is the truth and that's what happened. And I'm just glad you're okay. You've come a long way with us. I'm always very proud of you, your tenacity, and
Thank you.
it's great to have you, and kind of glad you didn't die on a schmoor.
Great. Look at the pictures.
A good s'more.
A good small.
Yeah.
Good schmoor. Not like a good schmoor.
Yeah, Bobby, run through those. Here's the what was this? The shower?
Yeah, my sister's bridal.
Oh, look how little.
This is just this weekend. Look at this fam.
Yeah, those are all four of my kids.
Are those her pictures?
Oh, this
Hey,
is
and there's Vinny.
I love my
Oh,
baby.
hey, Vin.
This
Who's
is
Vinny?
inside peek at the warehouse. What's that, Tom?
Who's Vinny?
Vinny's the best guy ever.
Yeah, pretty much. Just the best.
Well, how
guy.
can he be the best guy ever if I don't even know him?
So,
That's
yeah, Gigi knows him.
history yet to be
Come,
solved.
Well,
come
I
by,
don't.
come by the HQ tomorrow. We'll introduce you.
To the best guy ever.
He's the best guy ever,
No,
but
Vinny's
Vinny's pretty
better.
close. Vinny's pretty close.
Vinny's up there. He's the best guy ever.
Well, thanks for staying up late, kids. You guys proud of mom, right?
No.
You realize you realize how lucky you are. You're blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks so much, guys, for joining us. We really appreciate it, Donna Marie. You're
Thank
the
you.
best.
Yeah, you are. Thank
Wow, so inspiring. It's
you.
so
She's
great.
such a natural human.
Yeah.
Like this no filter, obviously. But she just tells it like it is, no matter what.
When she walked in, she said, "You won't believe what happened last night." And I thought, "Oh, what happened? Because we've been through a lot."
In the house or whatever.
Right. Not I almost choked to death. So, LifeVac saved, and she was kind of reticent about
there's
recording.
something different too, because I was talking to her, and it's a little bit of time. She's got her kids. She's more relaxed. But when she was telling me the story, I could see the fear that she was telling me. Like you could feel it when the person's right there.
Right.
And that's when I said, look, I know you're worthless, but it's the truth. So tell it. And, we'll deal with I've been called every name in the book. What am I worried about?
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Bring it.
So that was cool.
Awesome
And she's
stuff.
funny. She's a good egg.
Yes, no
And I
doubt.
love her with her family. It's so cool to see them all.
Yeah.
When she comes in with the baby, that baby loves you. She comes in, just hands it
At least
to
this
Rick,
one.
and goes work. He's in
least
his
this one.
desk for like an hour.
I've had 4.
I know.
So,
You can
yeah,
tell.
I
You can
miss
tell.
it. I miss it.
One of them's
No
over there
rush.
doing a show.
Yeah. Oh, we should mention the
Competing with
spin-off.
us.
Yeah, we have a little spin-off.
I hope it does
Let's
better
talk
than
about
like
it.
Joni Loves Chachi and stuff.
Let's just hope.
Yeah.
Hopes and a
What was a
strategy.
good spin? Frasier.
Frasier, great spin-off.
Right. All right.
Point.
We'll go with
We
Frasier.
digress. We digress.
We do.
Great hearing from Donna Marie. And we have a video of the nursing home warrior to introduce. We're going to just
Take
say
your jacket.
Danielle. Danielle's going to join us. Let's hear from the nursing home warrior, Bobby.
I love nursing homes. I really do. They have a lot of benefits, but they also have some shortcomings. So this sign is posted in every single dining area in a nursing home. the first person who can tell me why this sign and what could be done better and why a LifeVac would be beneficial for nursing homes will get a free LifeVac.
Look at that. And here she is.
Come on.
The nursing home warrior with a smile like that.
Well,
A warrior. A warrior. Well, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You're such a good sport.
She's wearing green, you know.
yeah, no, that's what we're digging that. We're trying to get her to take her jacket off.
It looks good.
So-
There we go.
Totally
Disappearing. I'll wear disappearing gummy to make me feel at home.
Not doing that again. We're not doing that again.
Well, first off, though,
Right.
from the beginning, Danielle has been very supportive because of working in the elder care and knowing how often they have swallowing difficulties, they choke. You know, she's had people die
Yes.
and been, and I a certain respect for the warrior title because, you know, it was before I had anything. Those are the true warriors.
Mhm.
And they said, I think it'll work. Not because we have 9 peer reviews now and people say, you don't have enough data. And I'm like, okay. So there's a certain soul that's willing to jump in the fray and say, I think it'll work. I think it's important for the people that she takes care of.
It's at least worth a
she
try.
truly loves these people.
Yes.
Like you go in there and she's, you know, friends with them all. And there's so much heart to her connection to the elderly. So
Right. The
the
warriors.
title is appropriate.
Absolutely. And it's based, I mean, the charity, tell us about the charity because it's based on clothing for the most part.
Right. So
But so much more.
part of Nursing Home Warrior is something called Silver Threads. We're doing Project Silver Threads, where people from the community are giving us clothing, and we are packaging it and sending it out to nursing homes. So
Oh,
far,
back up a second. Nursing Home Warriors started years ago. Like
well,
in a loosely,
very loosely, yes. Like I've
but it was
been
an advocate for the elderly.
right. So I've been advocating for the elderly for 36 years.
Yeah.
I've been in nursing homes for
Not
36
possible.
years. It is.
Not
So
possible.
for 36
She's
years.
3. She was 3 when she
Sure.
started.
So for 36 years, I've been advocating, and I've been noticing certain things that are going on in nursing homes that are completely outrageous, right? They're not okay. So I've been advocating throughout my life. I've gotten fired from a position because I advocated too hard. I've been asked to leave. I actually years ago had my tires slashed on my car. Yeah, because
Because you're trying to do the right thing by the residents.
I don't try to do the right thing. I
No.
do the right thing.
Yeah,
And that's
of
the
course.
problem. Well, that's the problem is that while I'm advocating hard for them,
The hitting is real.
there's other people who don't like it, right?
Of course.
So ownership doesn't love it.
But
I always have a problem.
And sometimes they want to help.
Well,
and-
now I
and
have an
also-
ownership
yes.
that happens to be amazing who does want to help. But prior to that, it's been a very big struggle. And through the struggle, I've noticed that a lot of these patients who live in long-term care do not have money or the means to buy clothing.
So kind of a spin-off of her
Right.
advocacy was her constantly
You
noticing
identified a
A
that-
problem.
yeah, big problem.
and then she did something about it, and that's Silver Threads.
Right. So that's Silver Threads. And what happened was I was talking to my friend Paulie, who's over there, who
Where's Paulie?
started it with me. Paulie, he's
All right, Paulie.
And I was telling him how I was donating my son's clothing, Jack, to one of my residents. And he said to me, well, I didn't know nursing home people needed clothing. I always donate it to like other places. I'm like, it's genius. I'm like, Paulie, you're genius. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to start it. So together we started Nursing Home Warrior, Project Silver Threads.
Project Silver Threads. And
Yes.
how can people?
Well, we'll go back up a second. Look at those, because I've seen some of your like posts or your comments, or you told me how grateful they are. Think about
Yes.
this, and it makes so much sense. And I have the racing car idea run by you, but
No, I want
they
that.
don't have, they may not have family,
Of course.
right? They're limited income. They're not going out shopping.
No.
So this is such a vital thing that you go, who would have thought, right?
It's funny.
And how much have you done?
So Jack and I were figuring it out before. We've given to about 100 nursing homes at this point.
On Long Island.
Well, on Long Island, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Because Jack goes to school at Bucknell. So on my way to Bucknell, I drop off packages.
Oh,
So it's just, and then he has races. 'cause
She's
he's on
always looking
crew.
for an excuse anyway.
Because he's on crew in Philadelphia. So as we go to Philadelphia, yeah, he's crew. I drop off packages. Like I'm going to New Jersey in 2 weeks. We dropping off packages. So we do go outside of the state.
What's some of the comments that you got? Some of them have been really heartfelt.
Yes.
I get them
So
too. You get them.
some of the social workers. So unfortunately, I don't always get to see the end product, right? Because I drop off a box and hopefully I pray that the social workers give it to the people who need it. So I don't always see the end result, but when I do, it's thank you so much. My residents appreciate it. They had so little. Now they have an outfit. Because if you think about it, long-term residents spend their days usually in the same 3 outfits. They wear the same 3 outfits day in and day out. And if they don't have money to buy a new outfit, then where are they going to get the money from? Medicaid gives them $50 a month. They go to the vending machine once a day, that $50 is gone. Not to mention they might want to get their hair cut or they want to get a newspaper. So they don't have any money and they don't know how to get on a computer and purchase things anyway. So
Like me.
Right. I don't know. Do you not? You know how to use a computer?
No.
for certain things.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Most things.
Certain things.
So what we came up with was this idea to make sure that they get the clothing. And eventually what we would love to do is have like a pop-up in nursing homes, like someone to call me and say, Danielle, we need a pop-up place, in our, whatever, in our
Like a bin?
facility. No. And we would go in and like put them
Like
on
a
racks
store?
and let people come by and pick what they
That
wanted.
would be cool.
Like a thrift
Yes,
shop.
yes. And then have their housekeeping label them right there and then.
Well, then it would make more of a day out of it. And they feel like they're out
Right.
shopping.
They can go through the
again. They're gonna
racks. They
go
can
to the
take a look. So
store.
that is like the goal of Silver Threads is that, and also to be able to get like big companies to donate clothing. So we also have new, like maybe Target wants to donate or the Gap, big companies who want to give us a bunch of T-shirts or sweatpants, clothes that are easy to wear.
Have you been in touch with the Unique?
No.
I don't know what their affiliation is. They've got like 4 locations, a lot of bulk stuff, but a lot of great used clothing that's kind of donated. They sell it for pennies.
I like the idea.
But they get
being
rid of a
their
lot.
Store. That would be
I
cool.
think it'd be so
Because
cool
it
to
would
have
give
stores
them
that
something to do that day, and they
yeah.
could.
They could
'Cause
feel
someone
How about the
said-
worthy.
van? How about the van? She
Oh,
loves the man.
didn't like the van.
The
I've never seen the van in real life.
But that would be
And
mobile.
I mean, I've seen the outside of the van in real life. I don't want to see the
We're
inside.
spitballing.
the thing here would be that because I was talking to someone, they said about doing the driving thing. I asked you about.
Huh?
bringing
Oh,
the
yes. I
driving
said yes.
simulator.
We'll take it.
But the thought was, and my mother-in-law is in a facility, something to do. Go shopping, right? But
Yeah.
you're in the place
Mhm.
and you
Exciting.
can look at stuff. And the girl
Yeah.
said, "This looked nice on me," and we take for granted the things that they've lost.
Right.
Like someone said, they haven't driven in years, and
Mhm.
someone said, "I miss driving," So they miss going to a store. They miss
Right.
shopping. They miss the interaction of it, right? Does
Mm-hmm.
this look nice on me?
Also, my boss, actually, the owner of the facility, gave me a whole bunch of jackets, men's jackets, and I had given it to one of the residents in my home. And he said to me, he goes, I haven't worn a suit jacket in so long. This feels so good.
Yeah.
And like something so little like that
Right.
is amazing because it made him feel
Connect back to
right. Give
life.
him a little dignity. He didn't have to
Yeah.
wear his regular sweatpants every day. He
Yeah.
looked good. He felt good.
I don't know the name of the facility out in Ronkonkoma. My son just became a physical therapist and was doing his last rotation in a retirement home. And I'm constantly having like bags I collect from the house. And a lot of my stuff was in a big bag. And he asked me, can I take this instead of just throwing it in the bin for
Right.
whatever?
Mhm.
They're all over the place. He brought them out there and their eyes lit. I mean,
To what?
It's
he
amazing.
brought it to this retirement home.
Yeah, that's what she
Is it-
does.
yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what we do. So, actually, I brought some clothes. I wanted to show what was appropriate. Can I-
Please.
Yeah.
Paul, can you hand them to me, please?
Just take over the
Boy,
show.
everybody.
Can you become full floating head just for 2 seconds? Come on.
So people are
Look,
paying
look.
top dollar for a LifeVac Hall of Saves shirt, and it's custom made tonight. LifeVac Hall of Saves shirt.
disappears. Now he's
Okay,
back.
so a lot of times, thank you, we get a whole bunch of donations, and they're totally inappropriate for nursing home residents. Like
Like
someone will give me,
streetwear, like disco wear, like night
Like,
out, like something.
yeah, like mini skirts or
Yeah.
Mini skirts, pumps,
Leather
yeah,
pants.
exact. No joke.
Really?
elevator
Children's pajamas.
Mom might
But
like
I
that
just wanted
stuff.
to say that if anyone does want to donate, these are appropriate. Large, so it can go over their head very easily. It's not a problem. It's long enough so it will cover everything that needs to cover. But anything that is large over the neck, and zippers are always better than buttons because they don't dress
Let's
themselves.
disappear. Oh, it doesn't.
Where can
This
folks
good,
bring
hats?
their clothes?
So
Yo, wait. Let's finish the.
Yeah,
what's
what else
good?
we
Is
got?
this men's stuff?
no, no,
Hats are
that's
good?
girls.
This
Hats
is-
are good, yeah, because
This
they
is
sometimes they go
LifeVac
outside.
colors.
We should just embroider everything with LifeVac.
Yeah, swap a LifeVac logo.
I'm trying to get LifeVac in the nursing home.
I
Don't
know.
worry.
I know you are.
I'm
We
doing
saw
my
the-
best
We
to
saw
get the
one example of the clip. I saw
Oh, yeah.
another one on your Facebook page, LinkedIn page,
Oh,
where
she does.
you were
she's doing
avid,
it for
not
years.
just having a contest and having
Oh,
you know,
right.
what's a good idea, answer this, but really a comparison of what's available, this suction thing that
Well,
you
she
hope
gets
is
So,
mad.
so if I
checked.
could just explain it for a
Yeah,
second, what actually
absolutely.
happens. So let's say a lot of people eat in their rooms because they don't want to eat in the dining area. So they're eating in their rooms, and nursing is supposed to walk up and down the hallway and check on these people.
Supposed to.
Supposed to. Some people have something called aspiration precautions because they might have some sort of dysphagia, which is difficulty swallowing. They're supposed to be looked at. So somebody's eating in their room and they begin to choke. It might be a little while before someone actually notices it. By the time they notice it, then they have to run to wherever that suction machine is, make sure all the parts are there, then roll that suction machine into the room,
Plug it in.
plug it in, and then again using the suction machine, which is might actually large it down into their
I
throat
heard you say
further.
that. It may.
Right. So it doesn't make any sense why these are not at every single nursing station.
Well, you know what's frustrating?
Hmm.
In the UK, I think we're in like 3,000 elder
That's
care homes.
fantastic.
And in the US, we're in like 200.
I don't understand it.
Do
I
Yeah.
the UK folks care more about
I
their
think
elderly?
so. I think so. I think they are more reverent of their elderly. And well, she's
First save.
that might be true, but I also think it is because when I speak to nursing home owners, what they say is, do we have to have it? Like, it's more like, do we have to have it, right? Like, there's no regulation that they have to have it. What they're doing now is fine.
Is it fine though?
No,
right? Stats lie.
we lost a resident 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I think. They choked on an orange and died. Regular diet, regular consistency, no problems chewing, swallowing, dentures in place, choked on an orange and died.
Well, you know what's going to happen is they're going to start getting sued for not having it. And to me, I knew that's going to happen. I just don't want it to be the reason. The reason it's held us out, I'll get sued, is going to be the reason you put it in.
Right.
Because you're going to
Right.
get sued. And they say, all you had to have $600 and you could add this. You're paying. That's negligence.
And what are the other pieces of
And the other
medical
thing
equipment that are
is-
so much that have to be there, that they have to have?
You mean like an
AEDs,
AED? Yeah.
Extinguishers. This is so easy.
So easy.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tell us how people could support you.
They can support us by reaching out to me at nursinghomewarrior.com. No, that'd be wrong. Nursinghomewarrior at
Correction.
correction at Gmail. No,
Take two.
Take two. We're trying to put a website together and we're having a little bit of difficulty. I'm not going to lie. So if anybody out there wants to do one for free for charity, we would.
Any of you web designers that are constantly asking us for employment and giving
Well,
advice?
wait. Well, what's the best way? Is
Yeah.
It'd be by Gmail. Nursinghomewarrior at gmail.com
nursinghomewarrior@gmail.com to connect and
with me,
figure out
and
a
then
way.
we'll figure out what we have to do.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
she needs so much still, but I think tonight you can hear the passion and the need.
There
And
No
I
doubt.
love the idea of being able to set up the little shopping.
a pop-up
thing.
store.
I think that would be such a morale. Like Michelle works with the Parkinson's people, right? And it's physical boxing, but it's also the emotional support of their friends. This would provide a uplifting. Do I look nice? Do I look
Like
at
with a
this
mirror
jacket?
there.
I
My
less
vision was
Humanity.
mirror
Humanity.
shelves,
Yeah.
some like what are they, racks, like
Yeah.
portable racks
Yeah.
hung up, men's section, women's section. Like that's my vision for Silver Threads.
All right.
We're going to make
Well,
it happen.
I
Right.
started with a sing project glued together in my garage.
started.
And yes, you started it. You built it.
Yeah.
She tends to want to steal the whole idea.
Yeah.
But
Interesting, on our first introduction, when I introduced myself and said, Arthur gave me your number, did he tell you I invented LifeVac?
Yes,
First
that's
question.
that's what she
So,
claims.
She may or may not have.
Very appreciative
We'll look
of
into it
that.
on a future show.
Possibly I did.
But Danielle, such a pleasure.
much.
I
Thank
hope
you,
I hope you become a regular.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, come back, give us updates. I think we got to drum up support and continue your mission and see that vision of. I just got such a hard feeling when you said, like, I could see you go out putting a jacket on and saying
Looking
it
in
was
the
buddy.
mirror.
Yeah, and
Ties.
also it would bring
Ties.
back the memories.
No,
No,
so many
ties
ties. No
dangerous.
ties. No
No.
ties.
But they would say,
And they're
I
carrier.
wore a jacket like this to, Rocky Marciano's
Yes,
fight.
yes.
Because I get
Like
that
that.
with the cars, the old cars.
Mhm.
One of the fun part is they'll come up and say, my grandfather had one of these,
Right.
and you see them light up.
Right.
And
And clothes is a
but
big deal.
But the connection to Parkinson's was the emotional part too, right? This connects to that emotional
Yeah, fighting.
part, that joy, that I'm young again. Look at me. All right.
And I
we
have
gotta
something
keep
new,
swinging.
right? Because they don't have anything new. Like sometimes you want something new.
Sure.
People want things that are
I
new.
want something new,
Yeah.
right?
I don't.
Yeah,
I have all of my pants.
I know. It's covered by the screen. But seriously,
Thank you,
Danielle,
thank you,
nursing
thank
home
you.
warrior, you're
Thank you.
so
And
blessed to
always,
have
you
you.
know what? I was from the beginning. You've been there for us and me, and I appreciate it greatly.
I believe
You connect the social part of putting a new jacket on. Well, your support early on had a big social impact too, because I was swinging every day, get my brain beat in, and you jump right in. So I'll always be grateful for that.
There at the
Thank you.
beginning.
Thank you.
So you could stay for this. This next part, we're just gonna
Okay.
talk about what we're gonna do this week,
Yeah.
what's next week,
Oh,
and
I think
then and then
I'll
we're gonna
go.
we're gonna do the big. You're gonna go.
I'm gonna
I wouldn't
You
wear
wanna
your
go?
shirt.
All right.
Is there any
Daniela.
way you
I'm
give
gonna
me
walk
that?
away.
Nursing. So coming up this week,
But
Sunday.
wait, don't you see?
Wait.
I think that's one of the things, and I learned this with the police officers too, like we did with Austin. You always know his name.
El Monte or Austin? Dalton Schroeder? Dalton Schroeder,
The
everybody.
emotional side.
Yes.
The emotional side. Look, we say, oh, make this donation, which is great. I love it. And trust me, I do a lot of it. But there's that emotional side. And Donna Marie with the emotional side of worrying about her children when she got cleared and she said, oh my God,
Yep.
So we have to, I think we always
Get
have
back
to
in touch
remember
with
that.
because the numbers, as we get to the numbers of chasing 3,000 lives saved, which is remarkable, but let's not forget the 3,000 families, communities,
It's
the emotion,
6,000
all the emotion
parents,
that was saved.
24,000 grandparents.
Crazy. So anyway, this Sunday, if we could bring up Bobby, where Team LifeVac will be in force at the History, Liberty, and Laughs.
Oh, cool. We get to see Brian.
Yeah, a couple of pictures. Any minute now.
Do you have me? That's
No.
me.
That's okay.
No, leave that.
We're sorry. Look, go
No,
back.
I was kidding.
Back. So this Sunday, if you're in Peekskill, New York, or can get there,
Do I get
a
to
large.
follow you?
You're going to be there. Arthur will be in the show, but the History, Liberty, and Laughs tour at the Paramount Hudson Valley Theater. Get there this Sunday.
Your turn.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, I don't know if this was, I think in that same folder, Bobby, was a couple of other pictures, one of the LifeVac team
Put
and
my book
Brian.
up.
Yeah, this is definitely part of the plan. Look at that.
Oh, God, that was
Team
great.
LifeVac at an
Well,
early
he
show in
saved his
Chicago.
son.
Yep.
He saved his son,
Tim Weiss.
and then we all went out to watch Brian's show and meet Tim. And then we filmed with Tim, too.
Look how excited you are. And there's Tim trying to reenact an abdominal thrust maneuver on our friend Pat O'Rourke.
Pat O'Rourke is the best, man.
And this is perfect.
He
this
is so
Sunday.
animated.
He is. And he's a LifeVac believer now.
He's a LifeVac believer. He's a friend, and he's funny. And he opens Brian's show, which is hysterical.
It's going to be a good time.
I think we got a bunch of LifeVacers going.
There's a good contingent. We're going to get the VIP list all squared away. It's going to be a rollicking good time. This
Is
Sunday.
it sold out?
Don't know, but if there's any seats available, I think people should go to the website and
It's a
get
great
a
show.
check. It's good fun. Other folder, Bobby.
Well, just so you know, as you're bringing that up, I'm going to Harrisburg for the Disability Riders Championship.
Right.
We sponsor every year. Ah, shoot, I should have gave some. I didn't know you were so good with the pictures and stuff.
We're getting there.
But it's one of my favorite things.
Mhm.
They put LifeVac on the big screen and everything, but I get to go in the ring and the award-winning kids
Right.
come out and parade around. I get to put the medal on them.
This is in Harrisburg.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Therapeutic Riders, Children with Disabilities.
Is that Saturday?
That is Saturday.
Wow.
No, that's Friday.
This Friday.
So I'll be van lifing, and I'll go from there to Brian.
It's real.
It's
Right?
real, baby.
Yeah.
Living the dream down by the river.
Much
But-
better than
But think about it. It's, once again, I'm overcoming my anger from this week and my fatigue, but that's an uplifting one. When you see these kids, and there's something about animals that can connect, and horses, and you watch them, and you know that horse knows he has someone special on him, and the kids just are like, oh, they're glowing. It's awesome. It's just an awesome thing. And I get to stand in the ring. And they come by and I get to give them an award.
that's awesome.
Yeah, we sponsor, but the connection, like with Danielle and the other lead, choking, children with special needs, and EFA's battle to give them an
Tony
equal
Levade,
chance.
everybody.
So you're
She's
going.
here.
Are you coming, right? Come out for a second.
Yeah, come on, Tony. And we could touch on the breast cancer awareness, which we're going to be talking about next week on our website. We're going to come back to Tony.
Okay.
And then just 2 other pictures in there. We wanted to, this wonderful book. I want to encourage people to go to the website and pick up the book, the story.
I got a
Sorry,
great
Can't is a
review
lie.
yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
I think I tried to bring that up. Look at this. You can read all about, this is yesterday. This is today's save. It happened on October 7th, but
2925.
amazing. But let's come back to Tony.
So
Equal first
the
aid.
reason is, Tony, you're coming, right?
Yes,
She
I will
was-
be. I'll
were
meet
you
you
there
there.
the last 2 years?
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't
It's
it awesome?
it's so rewarding. It's amazing.
Don't they
we
just
get-
glow, the kids?
They do, and it's so great to be down there and, like you said, put their medals on and hand them their goodie bags.
Yeah.
And
they're
it's
just,
very
like,
rewarding.
beaming.
Hmm. Yeah.
And the horses, no, man. The horse is gentle as can be. You
Usually
you get
the
on
horses-
it and whiz you off.
Exactly. Horses know when there's an idiot like me on his back,
Yeah.
inexperienced, and
You're
a jerk.
gone. They're
They're
dump
going to get tossed.
Leanne always got rolled over by her horse when we would go horseback riding and immediately get rid of her. But
Golf?
the-
Golf carts and horses.
Horses.
All right.
but so EFA is obviously
Oh.
equal first aid, right? Battling in numerous states for equal chance for children with disabilities.
Mhm.
And, I think you have to remember some of the emotional disabilities too, like autism, where they pack or they run or they hide or they wander, and it's also much more dangerous in that environment.
Yeah.
So that's an uncovering of equality, right? So
We got what I've learned is we're getting support. We get support from all kinds of organizations, and we're trying so hard to have people advocate with us and raise awareness. Again, we talked about, we have spina bifida behind us. We have Autism Speaks. We have Down syndrome. Just 2 weeks ago, I was out in Connecticut raising awareness there. So
And
we
yesterday
have-
I was up in Deposit
Yeah.
with Brendan.
Yeah.
We've been
Which,
saved
yeah, I would've-
twice.
and I would have loved to have been there too, but and again, Pennsylvania. So we travel all over to try to raise awareness and bring to light the fact that everybody needs an equal chance to be rescued. So that's our mission. I
This
plan
town-
on having
So emotional.
it really
It
is
is.
because the
I
fight.
feel it.
The fight is just unreal.
Well, do you know that Hope's message, Hope and their team,
Mhm.
have saved 2 lives
Yes.
directly?
And one was recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And Bo
Well,
got
Jones-
saved again yesterday.
Yeah.
Hope Jones, Gino Jones, Brandon, the family,
Yeah,
they've
amazing.
joined the mission.
And
And
last-
you would have loved
Buddy.
that their little daughter set up a lemonade stand to support the local animal shelter.
Aw.
Like these people, they're just
Well, I was proud this year at our event to donate $10 back to Brandon's recovery for every ticket sale. So that's what we like to do.
that's
Mhm.
cool.
So we were able to award them a nice check to help out.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Continue to do
Thank you
God's
so
work.
We
much.
should bring up breast cancer again just because we
Yes.
glazed over it. So,
Yes.
thank
Next
Thank
week,
you, thank you.
next week and all
Appreciate
month,
it.
really,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
celebrating
That's fine.
breast
Getting
cancer
old.
awareness, especially on LifeVac.net,
Yes. Loading head
our
down.
website. Thanks so much, Tony.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I just want to bring that banner up one more time. There it is. Together, making a difference. Or we're just making a difference together.
Well, I
Pink
think
trouser, the
that
pink bundle.
it's a look. There's more than one way to save a life. So, on a month that needs awareness and needs attention, then if we can help others and continue to hopefully get people to know that 16 people died today that didn't have to, we'll keep swinging. But I think that's neat.
Yeah.
You get the pink LifeVac and you help support.
Yeah, and we're going to talk more about it next week.
Are they going to be on? Are you going to have them on?
Yeah, we're going to have some folks from the
Oh,
organization
cool.
on with Laura's help. But we're going to close, number one, with the song that everyone's, come to know and love, the LifeVac song we call it, Mike Rowe. But I also want to close, if we have the quote, the total number, as we chase
3,000.
3,000 lives.
All right, so gentlemen, I was sent the graphic from last week accidentally.
All right. Well,
So let's not accidentally show it. So that it works out.
That would
This is kind of
purposely be shown.
yeah. This is kind of Murphy's law, because if it's here and it looks good, it looks great, I forget. But
So
if
I can
it's-
tell you where we're
So
about.
we were at 2924 last week.
But does someone want to do the quick math?
Well, I'll tell you.
3,000
I can
minus.
tell you where we were yesterday.
And I did send you in that.
2952, 2,952.
Yeah. Do you have that picture in the folder, Bobby? 2952
How many?
live saved.
No,
Leon's good at math. 48.
Okay, I'm staring at it.
It's a little less. 44 then.
All right. Trust us when we say 2952. And we're coming up
48.
close. 48.
48.
48.
Think of that. Now here, I wish Donna Marie was on again because she did this for me. She
John Marie, you're not still on, are you?
she researched.
Sometimes we have
she better
people.
be sleeping.
Yeah.
They
Hell no.
She researched the last 10 Nobel Peace Prize winners. Could not identify them saving a life. No knock on them. I'm just saying pure facts. 10 of them researched all this great stuff. Nothing that would directly save a life. We're coming up on 3,000 lives saved. What can you think of that directly saved 3,000 lives? So the monumentalness, is that a word?
It is now.
yeah,
Monumentalness, is
Yeah.
it a word?
we'll make it.
Scrabble? But it is
amazing.
important because obviously a lot of people told you we're saving 3,000. But I think in the bigger picture, it's regular people can make difference. We're not, Pfizer or medical or scientific organization raising millions of dollars. Anyone can step in, see a problem, and work on it and make a difference.
No doubt.
So
Great
that's
stuff.
significant.
Nobel people.
Yeah.
Just
This
saying.
Barry Gumby.
If any of our listeners or see
I
it
think
tomorrow on
this Barry Gumby
Facebook,
should
see it
win.
tomorrow on YouTube.
Well, just regular people can make a difference.
Yeah, no doubt. So can we say goodnight with our old intro song, the micro jingle? We're going to see you next week. Thanks so much for joining. Like,
I
share,
can't wait to hear how the new show
and let us know. Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it as one in the can, as they say. And that's in a good way.
that don't
Yeah.
sound very good. I don't know if I want to go with that.
Bobby, fix that in post.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
All right. God bless you for thanks for joining. We'll see you next week.
And sing along if you know the words.
It's no joke when you choke, so get LifeVac and live. Without breath, there'll be death, so get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live.
LifeVac and live.